Good evening, and we are live with E.F.W Destruction coming at you from Liverpool. We of course are in the compound, our developmental territory, in which we search for the finest athletes to join NEW. With Riot 12 vastly approaching next Sunday. This one is set to be a heck of a slobber knocker. Again, stealing, a phrase I don't often use. But how else can you describe a night that begins with a table invitational from one of the newer stars of E.F.W. born, coming up here against V. Found himself dejected from NEW for poor performance. 3 strikes at the bottom of the UK rankings. Found himself moved over here. Could be an interesting match experience versus sheer enjoyment of table matches. Very little more can be said about the reason Bone has indeed decided to take on V here tonight. Table match. Match Bone seems to want to be known for. Apart from 240 pounds, Ghana, West Africa. Former track athlete. Taken to wrestling very, very well. May have not won all of these table invitationals that he has put out, but he has won most. No one has tried to take this away from him. I don't think anyone in their right mind would. Possibly the biggest invite. Legend in his own right. The one being called out tonight. Last time it was Matoda Hosakai. With all due respect to Hosakai, he is new here in E.F.W. Thank you, wherever you're joining us for this live broadcast from the compound. Developmental stock on show. The main event tonight will see the women's title on the belt, even though later on from now, our next match in fact will determine the next #1 contender. We'll get to that as we move along. B, 5'10", 239 pounds from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. One half of the militia, although they are split over the 2 rosters and therefore cannot compete as a tag team. Goldman's tough 3-strike ruling. Bad run for V. Found him here in E.F.W, but since he has been in E.F.W, he has been vicious. He has had one thing on his mind: getting back to the NEW roster. Answering this invite from Bone, be taking any opportunity to prove himself worthy of moving back over as Kobayashi did. He will take. This matchup is underway. Oh, jawbreaker. Oh, and a big scissor kick. V starting this one off strong, going for a brain screw. Old school, but it can work. Hell of a headache, what an elbow drop. Neckbreaker. V is just taking Bone to task here. Up to the middle rope. Table Invitational. Could all be over for V. What a flying forearm. Of course, it can only end when one of these two clatter through a table. Bourne fighting for control. When V failed to lift there, gets a scissor kick back of his own. He's going to have to work from underneath here. Trying to get momentum back. Trying to pull out some big offense to catch up to what V's dished out to him. To weaken his opponent further. Oh. Working on the arm there. If you can't lift an opponent, a lot of moves go out of the window. Oh. V rolling out of the way of that crossbody though. Now pounding the fists in. The tables so far have remained on the outside. Oh, what a knee! Bourne just knocking V to the mat. But V was ready for that one. German suplex. Once again, V is back in control of this matchup and laying in more strikes to the head of Bourne. Looking for something big here. Big back body drop off the top rope. Bourne has not had some offense for some time here, but just as I say that, he managed to use the counterweight there and turn that move into a DDT. V may be a little fatigued here, but again, a table has not been introduced into this match. Jawbreaker from V. It has been a slugfest. Finally, V rolls out of the ring to fetch a table. Looking to get this over with before Bourne catches another win, but that may be too late. STO right onto that table, which will already weaken it before it plays a part in the corner there as Bourne sets it up. Turned around quickly thinking V was there, but now he is. Bourne went straight into that table. What a chop. A moniker of the table match. Oh, here in E.F.W. Rolling senton off the middle rope. Bourne still has something left in him. Backdrop. Must be feeling the pain now though. V has definitely had the advantage for the most part of this game. Bourne really needs to fight back now. A big chop. Once again up against that table. V again though. The veteran ready. Luther's press pounding away. Oh, kick to the face. Bourne sending V into the table, but V again one step ahead. Chop. For Bourne's insolence, if you will. V is fighting tough here. That's Bourne up. Death Valley Driver. What a move. But that ain't gonna win the match. V knows it. And he is moving the table from corner to corner. Perhaps to disorientate Bourne. Well, now he knows where the table is. V is looking to put an end to this. Oh, powerbomb through the table. Well, Bourne does not win this one. Once again, V has been cold, calm and calculated. His attack here in E.F.W. not letting The newcomers stand a chance. His path is clear. He wants to get back to NEW. He's beating people at their own invitationals by pure force to do so. What a Death Valley driver there. Cameraman couldn't really see much there due to that table shard still remaining in the corner. The message is clear. Leery eyes. V, he wants to go back. He wants to be back with his tag team partner, Kevin Cannon. But we must move on with the night. The #1 contendership for the E.F.W Women's Championship. Of course, it is on the line tonight. The winner of this match will get a shot at the winner of our main event. It is Extreme Rules between two tough opponents, two keen strikers, two great wrestlers. Very technical. This should be a soiree unless one can catch the other off early goings. Elizabeth Dondolinger, Dare Durand. Both former E.F.W Women's Champions winning a tag match to get to this moment. While they were good as a team, but only one can move on. 5'10", 150 pounds from Leeds, England. Elizabeth Dondolinger, as I mentioned earlier, former women's champion. However, it was swiped away by our current champion Selena Figueroa, and Dondolinger wants that title back. Fan favourite here in Liverpool. Of course, not too far from Leeds. Nowhere's too far from anywhere here in England. Don't let this demeanour fool you, folks. Dondolinger is serious. As soon as that bell rings, it'll be all down to business, as mentored by Jeff Collins and the infamous William Regal. Her opponent tonight, fighting for the #1 contendership, for the women's belt, 5'8", 141 pounds, from Paris, France. Another former E.F.W Women's Champion, Dare Durand. Durand does not have the height advantage. Only a slight loss there, and only a slight loss in weight as well. Believe you me, that is not going to make a single bit of difference in this match because of how technical these two are. They've both proven themselves. Elizabeth Dondolinger in the long term, Dare Durand has proven herself in a short term capacity. Well, with her track record so far, she may not be around here long. Then again, Elizabeth Dondolinger will be a fine pick for NEW. Perhaps E.F.W heard, getting a little thin nowadays, an injection wouldn't be too bad. Perhaps it's time to send Max off around the world once again. Of course, he's not here on commentary with me tonight. Hopefully he'll be back for more shows going into Riot Week next week. This match is underway. Again, Extreme Rules apply. Road breaks do not count. Oh. Dare Durand with a series of strikes in that turnbuckle, planting Dondolinger's head before removing the padding. Still has control of Dondolinger here. And this is what I meant. If De Duran can remain in control here, this one could be quick. However, if we see any kind of significant change here from Dondelinger, like that, an elbow to the head. Oh, but she couldn't quite follow it up. But if she remains that resilient, this one could go long and get ugly. However, De Duran with a spinning toe hold, something you don't see very often. Remaining in control of this match. Has already removed a turnbuckle pad and is going for a bat. Got a baseball bat to the skull. Elizabeth Dondelinger. De Duran dropping the weapon outside. I'm guessing to make sure Dondelinger can't make use of it. Elbow to the already damaged head. Oh, but wait. Dondelinger reverse DDT. May have just been electrified by that strike to the head. May realise what kind of fight she's in. Is trying to get these fans behind her. Kicks Durand over, striking her before she can get to her feet. This has already turned into a brawl. Oh! Hard-shotting her off the ropes. Durand now the one in trouble. Sledgehammer at play. Durand manages to counter. Dondelinger scoops her up onto her shoulders. Oh, and Snake Eyes right into the exposed turnbuckle. Oh, and the sledgehammer right to the ribs. Durand on a vicious streak. Dondelinger still trying to fight back. Rolling Samoan drop. Durand possibly in better condition after all the attack Dondelinger has sustained here already. Takes control once more. Into the corner. Goes Dondelinger, turned around. De Duran with a facebuster coming off the middle rope. Extra velocity. Jawbreaker from Dondelinger, excuse me. Oh, and a lariat. Fighting back in this. But how much does Dondelinger have left? Perhaps enough. Snake Eyes to Durand. Misses though with that elbow. Could have been crucial. Durand with a backbreaker and another shot to that head. A vicious kick this time, not just simply slamming it into the mat. Trying to rock Dondelinger's equilibrium, trying to cut off any chance of momentum. But the lady from Leeds is fighting back. And you can tell who the fans are behind, but they are loving this action nonetheless. Durand again taking control. Sidewalk slam after a short flurry in which it looked like Dondelinger was going to spring back. May do again, arm drag. Hammerlock, slam, scoop slam. Oh, and what a chop block. That could do it right there. Durand. Vicious and deadly. Oh, look at this. Black Widow locked in. Dondelinger forced to tap. The good news is the brutality is over. But what a way to secure a #1 contendership. De Durand is set for that Women's Championship match next. Question is, who is she going to face? Got our main event, we know the champion Selena Figueroa, but we don't actually know who she is set to face here tonight. We know it's a one-on-one, we know the title is on the line, but we have no idea which woman off the roster has been chosen here tonight. Donderling is still down. It's not good. Drawn for the huge victory nonetheless. Absolutely brutal. We have a one-on-one here. Matoda Hosakai looking to sharpen his skills in the ring. Goes up against the ever-hated Gene Taylor. And if you question why, what could Gene Taylor do to be the man that literally has a car running outside, circles in when his match is due, comes out in his wrestling attire, runs to the entranceway, makes his way out here, does his match, and then scurries straight back to a running car and escapes off into the night, then just wait for his entrance and you will know why he is the most hated man in the compound here in Liverpool tonight. 2 matches in the bag, and I want to thank you once again, wherever you are catching this. Been intense and fast paced so far, and I doubt it's going to differ from here on out. Toda Hosakai, 5'7", 195 pounds, from Kobe, Japan. Finally been making a few matches here in E.F.W, starting to make an impression on these fans, starting to prove his worth. Perhaps some sort of title chance, maybe in his near future. You never do know with E.F.W. Well, here we go. 5'9", 275 pounds. From Norwich, England, Gene Taylor. And again, if you're new to this, wait till you see what's on the back of that supposed Liverpool football shirt. Again, the reason he is the most hated man in the compound. Why he doesn't change that is beyond me. Well, there you go. Never been a problem to us, but it's something Gene Taylor doesn't like about the place he chooses, must emphasize, chooses to wrestle. In the hopes of getting to NEW, but NEW also stops off at Liverpool from time to time. Gene Taylor may want to rethink his game plan. Toda Hosakai kicking things off with a quick shot to the gut. And wow, kicked out of a Russian leg sweep. Now drop from Taylor though. Oh, jawbreaker. Quick lariat. Hosakai quickly back on the attack of Taylor, much to the delight of these fans as that uppercut. Vicious overheads. Oh, hands. Connect. Using the ropes to his advantage, Hosakai. Dominating Gene Taylor here, away, blocked. The suplex though, and step to the outside. Hosakai though, going right back after him. Oh, facebuster on the outside. Taylor ducking the clothesline, perhaps goading Hosakai out there to try and get a cheap count-out victory. Hosakai though retaliating with a fireman's carry. This may have backfired on Gene Taylor, but he is fighting free now at the count of 5, perhaps wasting enough time here. Oh! And sending Hosakai into those steel steps. Count of 7. Oh, and again into the steps. Taylor finally sending Hosakai in at the count of 8 and gets in. But the damage may have been done. Hosakai dropped toe hold. Frees himself. But again. Oh, Wade dodges the cutter. Gene Taylor looks shocked. Oh, but counters into a clothesline. Short arm clothesline taking down Hosakai. And a guillotine. Taylor now starting to make those shots to the steel steps count. DDT. Hosakai into the corner. Taylor with malicious intent. What a forearm. Looked amazed at it himself. Powerbomb out of the corner. Hosakai is in trouble. Gene Taylor is going up top. Horrible waits for Matoda to get to his feet. Oh, elbow right to the top of the skull. Oh, we're blocked. A forearm. Hosakai perhaps returning to life. Cobra clutch, side slam. And now waiting over a dazed Gene Taylor, who manages to recover and send Hosakai into the corner, propping him up on top now. This could be bad news for Hosakai, who's trying to hold on, but couldn't. Backdrop. Right off the top. Taylor showing off now. Hosakai crawling but could not get anywhere. Taylor cutting him off. Oh, jawbreaker. DDT. Matoda Hosakai within full control. Or perhaps not. Building up one hell of a punch. Impaler from Gene Taylor. That could be it. Match changing move, and it is. Big battle blown out at the end. Catching Matoda Hosakai off guard and nailing that impaler there. Hosakai just about had given his all. Oh, there it is. Driving the head into the mat. That was too much for Matoda Hosakai. Gene Taylor victorious once more. Of course these fans are not happy one bit. Hard to argue with his wrestling talent. He just has an ego that barely fits in the arenas we hold. It doesn't fit in the compound. I'm sure he kind of leaks it in the door or something. Anyway, whatever he does, we have a fatal four-way coming up next. Haku Ross, Bruce Brown, The Dog, and Kwan face off here. Quite an interesting match. one would assume this may lead to a title shot, and I can't believe it. Once again, the E.F.W champion is none other than Snake. Well, the former champion. 3 contestants are in this match tonight, possibly meaning a #1 contendership, but I have not been told such. Bruce Brown, successful over Isaac Thompson last night. The Dog was in that huge match that kicked things off for the European title. Now held by this man's friend and tag team partner, but it kind of looks weird not seeing that belt around Haku Ross's waist. It's hard to say, but it does look strange. He was kind of knocking off all comers, and then along comes a Snake. Well, 6'5", 350 pounds from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, 1/3 of EOD, and former E.F.W champion Haku Ross will be out for blood, out for vengeance. Lo and behold, tonight Snake nowhere in sight, probably setting his mind toward whatever Magnum Opus can do. Rick Weaver still on the injury list. Again, we'll get to that on Monday. We are told we will have a full update package for you at the beginning of the Mayhem, so tune in for that. Because after the main card we are looking at the developmental, and well, another man who's proved himself worthy to step over into the great beyond would be this guy. Ferocity he held that championship with. I mean, he went tooth and nail, gave everything he had to try and put Snake away. And he even may have won it had it not been for Vega. Ross is out for revenge. Well, my pick in any match he's in. The Scottish Spinebreaker, Bruce Brown, coming in at 5'10", 330 pounds from Edinburgh, Scotland. He has been impressive. Again, I've got to say, even in matches he loses, he shows a good showing, gives it his all. That is the kind of man you've got to believe will have a championship around his waist soon. But again, all 4 of these, 2 former champions, all 4 of these could very well hold a championship around their waist. Absolute hot prospects all around in E.F.W. Again, if I had to pick one, just one, my money would be on this guy. When he pulls out a Spinebreaker, you'll know exactly what I mean. Third member of this fatal 4-way approach of 6'3", 220 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee. 1/2 Kobayashi and the Dog, also a team that have been split due to roster separation. The Dog, firm fan favourite here, and look at that. very well find himself becoming a long-standing E.F.W. member if he doesn't find what he needs to step up the game and grab a championship, which is exactly what this man did so early on in his career, looking to get back into that championship run. 5'11", 236 pounds from Kenya, former European champion Kwan. Certainly set to be a brutal fatal four-way. The dog, almost the odd one out, as the rest of them are big, heavy hitters. I mean, the dog stands up in height, not so much in weight, although again, Kwan only slightly heavier. Haku Ross and Bruce Brown definitely the bigger men in this match. Dog, Kwan, definitely more on the athletic scale, using their speed and agility to debilitate opponents. Haku Ross, Bruce Brown, the dog, and Kwan, Bob Turner, excuse me, rings the bell, and this one's on. Kwan going straight for Bruce Brown. Haku Ross throwing the dog out of the ring. This is not falls count anywhere, so pinfalls and submission must happen in the ring, which is where Bruce Brown has returned with a forearm to the head of Kwan and a drop kick. Going for a quick pin, only a one. The dog and Haku Ross going at it on the outside. Haku Ross getting the better of that. We're back on the inside, Kwan trying to return against Bruce Brown. Fireman's carry, using Kwan's momentum against him there. Off the ropes, caught the boot, belly to belly. Dog and Haku Ross also back in the ring now. Jawbreaker again from Kwan. Overhead belly to belly to Bruce Brown, who drops out of the ring. Oh! And a boot to Haku Ross, who was coming back off the ropes. Kwan with no care or concern for the momentum. Oh, and a double attack there, sending Haku Ross out. And now that alliance has stumbled, but Bruce Brown's back in the mix and delivers a vicious sit-out powerbomb. The dog looking to take his anger out as well, going for a pin. Hooking the leg with his own. Bob Turner trying to see if his shoulders are down here. I think the dog out on the bottom rope there. Bruce Brown has taken Kamau out meanwhile. The dog trying to pull Kamau back in. Brown having none of it. The lamp in the way of the camera, but Kamau has returned on the attack. Haku Ross still watching eagerly over the dog. He was just watching the action on the outside. I'm not sure what's quite going on. Weird momentum shift here in this matchup. Kamau back in the ring now, as is Brown. Oh, and a German suplex. Oh, big kick to the face of Kamau. Shot back to Bruce Brown. Oh! Almost like an Owen bomb there. finding himself out of the ring, as does Haku Ross. Having some video issues during this match. We're back. I think we are back. Yes, we are back. It has spilled back outside the ring. All four men now back in it. I apologise about the video feed there. Not sure what happened. Technical issues as always. Brown against Kwan on the inside once more. Oh, neck toss. Kwan showing his strength there. That's 330 pounds he just threw around. Brown returns. Unhappy. Kwan was ready this time. Off the ropes. Oh, and a boot connected this way. Kwan with a head of steam, but the dog fighting back against Haku Ross meanwhile as they found their way back to the ring once more. Brown returning Kwan, it's back and forth everywhere. Haku Ross going for a pin. Kwan sending Bruce Brown to the outside. Big elbow to the head of the dog. Haku Ross on the attack. Kwan on the attack of Bruce Brown on the outside. GBH neck wrench applied as Haku Ross looks to wear down the dog. Has found the smaller opponent. Well, not the smallest, surprisingly, but weight-wise. Oh, but hang on. My word, what a face buster there. And a crossbody to boot. The dog firing back. Meanwhile, Bruce Brown's earlier run. Oh, maybe returning as he dodges that one. Ross with a suplex going for a pin too close to the ropes. Brown realising, goes back in, goes on the attack of Haku as the dog rolls out to safety, or at least relative safety. Big shots to the head of Haku Ross. But Kwan back in the ring now. Bruce Brown hasn't seen him yet, I don't think. Oh, German suplex. May have now. Seemingly not caring as the dog re-enters the ring and goes for Kwan, who was not paying attention. Big knee by Bruce Brown there through the ropes. Haku Ross trying to fight back. Dodged. Just back and forth. Pure pandemonium here tonight. The dog on the apron chose better than a fly out to Kwan. Here going for Haku Ross instead, who's down by Brown. And now it's him and the dog. Centre of the ring, headlock by the dog. Perhaps in desperation. Bruce Brown brought free, backslide driver. That took a lot out of the Scottish spine breaker. And Kwan is back in the ring to take control. Jawbreaker. Oh, and end of days. But it wasn't enough, the dog was there to break it up. Brown though clearly in trouble. Oh, backdrop. And the Kwan crusher. Going for the pin. But no, Bruce Brown, without any help from the other opponent in this match kicks out of that one and returns with an uppercut. Kwan defiant. Oh, what a forearm meanwhile from the dog. A huge clothesline as Brown is down. Kwan now on the attack of the dog. Haku Ross also on the attack of the dog. Quite happy to exchange some blows here. Russian leg sweep now going for Kwan. Haku Ross trying to clear house. Pump handle gutbuster. Oh, and an elbow as the dog reached his feet. Oh, what a spinning back elbow from the dog as these two are going back and forth. Brown is bust wide open, watching the damage be done to Ross before. Oh, what a backbreaker! Lifting him up almost like a Dominator backbreaker by Bruce Brown to the dog. And Bruce Brown has won this match. What a fist. An out and out brawl between 4 future champions, mark my words. Again, 2 of them have been there before, Bruce Brown and the dog. And look at that. The victor, covered in blood from his battle here tonight, and it certainly was that. A vicious backbreaker. Enough to finish off the dog. And well, we finally move on to our main event here tonight. We know this. We know that it's for the E.F.W Women's Championship. We know that it's a one-on-one. We know that if it's for the E.F.W Women's Championship, that means the E.F.W Women's Champion is going to be here. That's Selena Figueroa, the newly crowned Women's Champion. This will be her first defense of that title, and we have no idea who she is up against here tonight. Adrian Goldman has clearly chosen someone for the task. Who, out of everyone in the compound, could that be? I'm racking my brain. There are plenty of choices still left on the card. But I have no idea. Which women Adrian Goldman will have been thinking of to put in this spot. I'm sure we're about to find out. Oh wow! Possibly the biggest chance of her career. 5'1", £100 from Fargo, North Dakota. The resident superhero in green, Greeting Girl Dynamite gets a championship shot one-on-one. Huge stuff. If you're a long-time E.F.W watcher, Dynamite has been working hard for a long time here in E.F.W, often overlooked. Out of the blue, championship shot. Against Selena Figueroa, but let's not forget, De Durand will face the winner of this match at some point. She has already claimed that #1 contendership. Green Girl Dynamite capture her first E.F.W Women's Championship. Will Selena Figueroa continue a very short run so far? Could she maybe make it into a long run, we will have to find out. 5'3", 120 pounds from Baltimore, Maryland. The current E.F.W. Women's Champion. With that Spanish heritage, Selena Figueroa. What can I say about this match? A newly crowned champion. A just win. A brutal ladder match to get that belt. That championship, so hotly contested over, has been changing hands quite a bit as of late. Just shows how tough the competition is here in the women's division. Once again, we look over the contender, Gringo Dynamite. Again, 5'1", 100 pounds. Huge reception for the woman from Fargo, North Dakota, the resident superhero. And her opponent, the champion, Selena Figueroa, 5'3", 120 pounds. Baltimore, Maryland is where she was born. She was trained in Mexico, and an impressive response for the champion. This is going to be one for the fans, as they are set to see which one of these will leave with that coveted E.F.W. Women's Championship. Bob Turner holds it up for contention. This match is underway. Selena Figueroa straight off on the attack. Gringo Dynamite with elbows to the face, misjudged that. Allows Figueroa to try and capitalise. Whips her into the rope, into that corner, sorry. A thunderous velocity. When it returns to back and forth very quickly. Oh, suplex reversed by Gringo Dynamite, headlock. Russian leg sweep. First point to Dynamite, if you will. But Selena Figueroa returning fast. What a hip toss. Oh, and a shot to the arm. This no doubt set to be a fast-paced match on a Russian leg sweep between these two. Slamming the arm into the canvas. Off the ropes. Drop kick. And the title is on the line. Neither woman wanting to waste this opportunity. Figueroa to retain. Dynamite to finally clasp that gold. Dynamite sends Figueroa over the top. Of course, a count out won't do it. We'll have to get Figueroa back in the ring. Kick to the back. Now she's on the outside though. Oh, and a leg drop. Across the abdomen. Count of 3. Figueroa sidestep Dynamite there though. Oh, and slams her face into the apron. Dynamite may pay for spending so long out there. Oh. Into the barricade. Oh, and again. Count of 6 here. As Figueroa begins to wear down Dynamite on the outside. Count of 7. Bob Turner warning both women to get back in the ring, which they do. But Dynamite, oh wait, may have been ready. Arm drag. Using her whole 100-pound body weight. Oh, spinning back elbow. Didn't get all of it. Both of these women a little disorientated after that tussle on the outside, but a Russian leg sweep from Figueroa. Oh, kick from Dynamite. Oh, reversed into a Luther's press. Impressive maneuver from Selena Figueroa, going for a pin. Only a 1. Dynamite is not done yet. Figueroa back on the attack here though. Oh, what a stun gun knee now. Persistent attack from Selena Figueroa. Dynamite again though, fighting back, wearing on that arm. Oh, and a kick to the gut and to the face. Going up to the top. Oh, of the high crossbody. Did not succeed, and Figueroa thinks that could have done it. Still only a 1. Oh, knee to the back. Figueroa off the ropes with an enziguri. Dynamite just dropping back to the mat there. She's going to have to dig through that exhaustion if she wants to leave as women's champion. Is taking a beating now from Figueroa, shot to the face. Reverse DDT. Figueroa thinks that could be it. Finally gets a 2, but only a 2. There's still life in Dynamite yet. Figueroa is dishing out the damage though. Went for a slap. Dynamite blocked. Oh, went for a Hurricane Rana, which got turned into a powerbomb very quickly there. And Figueroa remains in control. Just getting sluggish with her attack. You see she missed with 2 kicks there. Oh, did not miss with that knee. Nor the kick prior. Is getting a bit sloppy. Dynamite, if she's got anything left in her after that suplex, which she somehow does, may be able to utilise this. You can see Selena Figueroa beginning to falter, taking some time. Oh, some vicious body kicks and a kick to the head. And that has somehow woken up Green Girl Dynamite, who swept the legs of Figueroa, who is perhaps exhausted. Oh wait, no. Returns with a shot. Blocked by Dynamite. Second wind's kicking in here as another flurry ensues. DDT by Figueroa. But it has taken this out of both of these women. Figueroa the first to her knees. Stands up, but just as she does, Dynamite starts to rise. Oh, and just as she turns around, stuck in the corner for more of these vicious body kicks. And another one around the head. Going for a pin. And Selena Figueroa retains her championship tonight. Impressive stuff. Some absolutely vicious, head-shattering kicks from Figueroa at the end there. That dual volley of those body kicks and that kick to the head seemed to daze Green Girl Dynamite enough. Tremendous heart, but she just couldn't get enough offense. That suplex could have been enough. She managed to get out after 2 after that. But that kick, followed by the one later on in that corner that finally did finish her, I believe, were the significant ending shots as Selena Figueroa holds her E.F.W championship high, knowing she doesn't have to think about any kind of opponent till at least Conflict. Well, that's it for us for the night, as the champion gloating away to a much happy audience that saw one hell of a slugfest at the end there. Well, of course, we move on into Riot Week next week. We hope to see you for E.F.W Mayhem, Monday, midnight BST. Thank you and good night.